now that we're on a much different patch to where it was very strong. But I feel like we mentioned for LNG, a lot of poke, a couple of strong avenues for flank angles, but for Weibo, a little more, I suppose. Do they have the damage for Scout? That's the big question. Oh, well.
Ooh, the flash misses, and now Crisp is lost. Oh, he's up a creek without a paddle. Flash, knock back into the fear. First blood going over to Tarzan. Look, I appreciate
those points of power. Unless, of course, Weibo hand them some opportunities for plays. Xiaohu, a little bit of pressure here.
A little bit of pressure, holds his flash. Very well done here by Xiaohu. Scout's taking a huge amount of damage. Tarzan gets knocked back. Remember, no flash here onto the Nocturne. Will get rooted down there. Still putting in some decent work here. Bramble smash and into the soldiers of Shurima. Very well done here by Xiaohu and Weiwei.
Maybe they look for a rotation in, but it feels a bit greedy if you look for a fight after the fact here.
This is top side.
Yeah, 4v4 on the top side. If Gala wants to move up on the pressure of the tower, he can. Weibo getting forced out, engaged on even.
Yeah, they're going to jump in on Weiwei, who uses Nature's Grasp. They're all lined up, which means they don't all get stone hung. Now getting a little bit too familiar with the enemy support. And mid laner Xiaohu picks himself up a kill. They will trade support for jungler, but now Tarzan and Scout a little bit in no man's land. They need Zika the Bouncer to escort them out to safety. Xiaohu is still here, has the Emperor's Divide and a flash if he needs it. He's going for it. Does knock Scout right into the waiting arms of the Shy and Chris. The Zenith Blade lands on the Scout, but Zika doing such a great job of keeping everybody from landing those death blows, and it's only a one.
On this dragon, and with that item completion, probably feeling a little bit emboldened. If a fight was to kick off, but feels like LNG again.
Gold or 600 gold, 600 health. It can be the difference maker a lot of times.
Yeah, that's true. Health is very important, and this is what I was talking about with the have a fairly quiet sequence of events. I feel like LNG really want to start picking up these objectives. Ooh, and maybe even force Weiwei. How caught out is he?
They're going to go for it. There's the paranoia down the backside of this one here. Weiwei's already TP'd in. Scout was waiting and biding his time, but they've already taken down the Emperor of Shurima. Weiwei next on the chopping block, but they're trying to hold this blast cone. They will get him over the wall. Nicely done there by Chris. You can see another TP coming in.
Okay.
You've lost the flash off Zika, so he's not going to be able to flash engage straight away. They know he's there. They had perfect vision of it. A flash away as Hung tries to engage. There's going to be the Cassandra coming in on top of this one here. There's Nature's Grasp, and it does land on quite a few people. The Solar Flare is good. They just can't make this fight work, and now Weibo can pounce right back onto LNG. The Shy gives up his life, but it is for the betterment of his team, because they knew exactly what was going on, and now LNG this one. And it looks like LNG are giving it up, so not going to maybe go over unless Tarzan wants to go in over the wall. He's going to try and do it maybe. Looking for it. No, I guess he just wanted a Q. Don't really feel like you're going to be getting that at this level of play. But now, the Shy might be thinking like he's going for a little bit of engage. Jumping onto Hung. And Zika has to try and move in here with the Ruthless Predator. But now the Shy just goes way too far forward. And the bomb comes down on top of his head. I didn't realize Gala was an Oppenheimer.
Mid lane, put down a lot of wave play here as the Herald crashes. Maybe Weibo can just force it, but again, if you ever really want to step too far up, it looks like they'll be given the freedom to, leaning a lot more heavily towards this dragon. So Weibo, what can they do? They have to find an answer. They have to kind of force through. Isn't it engaged here in the mid lane?
Solar Flare was so big, Crisp! That was fantastic! That just means that Scout is out of this fight. Tarzan now so damn low, he gets all out and taken out by the Shy, who looks to try and 1v2 on the backside. Him and Crisp going in as beef burgers are put on the barbecue there as Hung goes down. A double kill for the Shy. He doesn't quite go down either on this one, and he's still pushing forward. Zeri finish it off. That is a 5-for-none. Crisp with the absolute god play on this Leona.
Crisp and clean that engage, and it finds Scout smack bang in the middle of all of LNG. It's going to get them the soul. And the fight that followed was
at all the times like they're on the same page, like they're on the same kind of note to be able to make a play like that happen. That looks
it's already dying. 4K, 3K. LNG has to make a decision.
Here we go. Paranoia comes in. Are they going to be able to get it down? No. Secured by Weibo. Now they can look to take the fight. You can see the Shy trying to zone out the rest of the team as Scout has already fallen. It's a double kill for the Zeri. He's now looking for Tarzan as he wants that triple. Gonna get it in for himself. 3 easy kills. The Baron and Weibo are wiping the floor with LNG in this first game.
This game looks just about done and dusted. LNG have a relatively short death timer, so this shouldn't be the end game push, but for Weibo with Baron buff and so much time, if they get this inhibitor on this push, they're going to have 2 minutes worth of time almost still left available to the Baron. They're going to be able to pick up so much more standing gold. A little bit of wave clear comes through, but it's not really enough. And Weibo have just about everything they need to try and close out this game. LNG, they really need to find a bit of a miracle fight onto Xiaohu, onto Light in the next couple of minutes. Maybe if they can hold out until that Elder Dragon Swarm's up, they can flip the game there. But until then, it looks really difficult. This cannon minion should just about finish off the job. Another one
you got a
pulls
friend.
up.
Is it going to be a big thing? Yeah.
No.
Is it going to be? But you've got three TPs. But what can it do? Like, I mean, like Renekton's great and all, but like the Zeri, I feel like is such a great pick into it because it's got its own mobility, it's got its own kiting material, and 5-0 and 4 makes it so difficult. I mean, how do you stop this? You can't. You still have 40 seconds, like you mentioned. The Baron buff's still ticking.
Yep, that's 2 inhibitors, and now they've also got the Shy up on the top side, shoving in a wave as well. And with his Baron buff, they can just sync up, make their way towards that top side, and kind of just restart the siege. LNG again a little bit slow, but can't really blame them. As another wave also pulls through, and now Weibo, they can either be patient or they can look to pull the trigger if LNG overstep. LNG realistically have to make a decision very soon because triple inhib whilst the Elder's up is going to be near impossible to defend. It seems like they're just going to yield it. Triple wave on the bottom side. Here we go.
There's Nature's Grasp. It's coming across just to stop Gala. They're going to put in the Paranoia to try and jump onto Light. He does get the knock up here with Hong, but they just can't make it happen. Hong is a lost and alone in the world as they try to put everything in the Xiaohu. They will take him down. The Nocturne dies though straight away afterwards. There's a triple kill coming in for Light on this Zeri. 8-0 and 4. And that's Weibo putting a definitive stamp on this series, saying we are not going to roll over and die. You're going to have to earn this if you want to come back into it. Pick and ban right now. The Zeri coming back in here for Light. And not getting 100% confirmation as to why that ban did not go through, but we have been confirmed that it was. He just not got a lot of resistances considering he went Zenith and Shield of Daybreak, but now Tarzan maybe thinking about himself, kind of getting caught out here. He is going to be caught out, flash in with the Q, but he flashes away. One more auto attack will do. And the Emperor of Shurima, that is Xiaohu, will pick himself up a kill, but in similar fashion to game number 1, except reverse. This time there's no flash on Weiwei or on Xiaohu.
Man, I really have to say, as a scout, he doesn't have phase rush.
He doesn't, but he doesn't need it. He gets the last auto, and that is double buffs with the blue, but now Xiaohu wants to try and trade them all back. It's an exchange of buffs. So Xiaohu will gladly take that. Gain control in that regard. You do have a Chain of Corruption here for Gala. He doesn't throw it out. It is going to land it. They want to try and make this fight work, and they are going to throw in a lot of damage. A flash over and ignite an auto attack, and Gala picks up a kill. When this man...
Zeri can chuck a W through either way. Top side, fight's breaking out.
Needle work, knock back. Tarzan now gets hit by the Q and it's all out and taken all the way back on top of this one, but Tarzan still hasn't gone down just yet, and a flash forward from Zika means he's able to confirm the kill. Tarzan, how do you live? Just not going down, refusing to die as Xiaohu's just a little bit too late as Hung keeps him busy.
You're the one doing the diving, as speaking of, moving up towards the top side, looking for a play onto Zika. Remember, no flash from earlier on. Very slow chase down, but Xiaohu's on the way.
Xiaohu's on the way. There is no flash here for Zika. I think he recognizes now with a TP and Tarzan. This is a 3v3, and I don't think you want any of this smoke here, Weibo. We're going to see an immediate of Emperor's Divide, though, as Scout gets sacrificed straight away. The Shy gets hit by a little bit of a sapling, will be snipped down to almost dead, but hasn't gone down just yet, which means that Tarzan can't really escape either, and he gets taken out. It's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of plenty of LNG people here to make sure that they cannot go in for a fight. But I will say, I mean, someone we got to highlight, just absolutely, I'm sick of not having a good Worlds and good summer tournament. I will sacrifice spring in order to have a better summer, and I think
it's the Cell Saga, right? You know, it's I've got it. It's Vegeta versus second form Cell, and it's like, yeah, go ahead.
The Shia's top side and mid upwards, to be perfectly honest, is owned by LNG, and they can pick themselves up a very easy Rift Herald and Tower. The Shy now getting jumped on here and burned down quite a bit, forced to flash away, but the needlework is doing work. Doesn't hit the last one, but over the wall, here comes the ball. And you don't want to mess with the horns as LNG get themselves another kill onto the Shy, and Xiaohu is saying, don't care, got myself a tower take.
Yeah, so the cross-map for Weibo is picking up this tower, but at the end of the day, LNG find a kill and the tower as well. It's a little bit awkward once that final...
They should try and fight for this one here. Light should be able to kill off Shirley. which means that she will not get to do her favorite thing, but Hong wants her to do it. She wants to get the headbutt off, but now Tarzan getting caught out here by Xiaohu. Finally, they get the Rift Herald to go down, but here we go. Whoa! Wei got blown up to pieces, but this damage from the Zeri and from Xiaohu, who jumps in and melts them down. Xiaohu is the carry of this team. Xiaohu is the heart and soul, and him and Light will guide Weibo.
Team fight nonetheless, and Weibo will pick up the dragon, stop the snowballing soul. And again, LNG.
They've got the Gwen on the bot side. It will be a couple of seconds before they can go for it. Scout thinking about where he's going to go. Now they're going to find him straight away. They jump in. They burst him down. Scout will die for a 4th time in this game. I don't know why the Shy thought he could maybe go in on top of this one here, and he's going to have to use the all-out. Now Hong getting jumped in. It's going to be turned into mincemeat. The Gwen has decided I'm in PvE. I'm taking a turret because even if I TP, it ain't going to change anything. That could be Baron.
Teleport's going to come through.
Here we go.
Flank on the side. Here we go, Baron.
Chris. He's gonna have himself a god tier play. He can flash over, but the Emperor's Divide stops the Maokai. But Zika is massive, and Zika can put in the work. Weibo, you bit off more than you could chew, and LNG strike back swift and fierce. Chris was looking for a flash over the wall and then just didn't.
Oh, so awkward. Oh, hello.
We're going to see another fight, though. They're going to try and come in here and try and commit everything onto Zika, who immediately goes into stasis, and Zika survives. Oh, Lord, that's not a good place to be. You need to get away from all this poke coming out from Gala and Jace. You need to get out of this chokehold, but they are getting burnt down. They are just fish in a barrel, and LNG have got themselves a shotgun. Easy as you like, and Weibo, they're starting to panic now, Jamada.
It's 12 gauge. It's pump action, and Weibo, they're getting hit by every single shell right now. This tower's going to go down. Baron's still up for a minute and a half. Like a very difficult conundrum to find yourself in and actually try and navigate out of. But if you can find a fight when maybe Zeka's not there, it's fate they're imposing on Weibo. We'll slowly look to close this game number 2 out and give us a series.
What? No flash, no teleport being used, and kind of get to the blast cone. He's going to have to use it just a little bit more distance. He's still running. He should be fine. I don't think he's really going to get taken down here. But Hong is on the backside of this one. And they're still pushing onto this. This could be an overextension here from LNG. You haven't got the support here. And there's a TP coming in as well from Xiaohu. They're going to have to commit the TP here from Zika. As Scout realizes he has to put in some artillery fire to make sure they don't get caught. Flash in. Scout flashes away, though, and doesn't get all out back in. They set a blade on top of him. Scout is the target, and Scout is dead. Now Light jumps on the Gala, who has no summoners. It's Zika versus Weibo. Can he make it work? Get out of your shroud. You're not allowed to play this game anymore. Xiaohu refuses to let Weibo let go of what they have.
Xiaohu's King's Rule puts an end to Zika's play here as a little bit awkward from Weiwei. Xiaohu's going to show up. He will clean up this mess. Find out the remaining members of LNG here. As
I love this. No, I love this. They're staggering his death timer. They're staggering his death timer so he can't join them.
As much as they can, right? I mean, Baron's up in 50 seconds time. They're not going to end the game, but the fact that Weiwei is likely going to be able to base, and they're going to really take their time about this, guys. Kill it. Kill it. It's fine. 40 seconds now. The death time will be about 35. And then LNG will be working with our support. So here we go. Death time up 36. Zeka versus Xiaohu and Light. And a little bit of poke help from Gala and Scout. Artillery is what's helping out Zeka on some of these dives. When the Baron started up, it's being burst so quickly. I don't think they're going to get in time. It has to be a fight after the fact.
Yeah, they're going to throw out the solar flare to slow them down. Baron secured, given over to the side of Weibo. They will throw in a fair bit of damage onto Chris, but again, not an ideal target. Xiaohu now stopping the Alistair from having any top side. They can focus mid lane and not have to worry about bot lane because she's self-peeling, she's self-sustaining.
So oppressive, right? Even though Zeri has certainly fallen out of favor, Baron's not going to be up on the map now for another 3 minutes. And realistically, Weibo can just go and siege on the bottom side and take, but oh my god, they're checking into territory that they don't even know is LNG's.
Oh, they're going to look for Weiwei! He went too far forward and he is killed off. Chris passed the flash, otherwise the Nature's Grasp would have get him. Xiaohu is thinking about it. He knows that he can maybe get a god tier play. That minion in the super minion in the mid wave is still going. Scout TP'd on the backside of this one here. Baron hasn't spawned yet. It's 10 seconds, and you can see the TPs are still available here for someone like the Shy. He could TP into the base and look to end it. Xiaohu's moving into it. They're going to try and delay them and end the game, but the Gwen's already got it. The Shy is now lost and all on his own. Scout's going to flash in and burn him down. No way for him to react. It's a minute without the Shy.
They know if they dive further forward, we'll just give over their lives. So the Baron will be handed to LNG.
It's gone. They know they commit to it because they saw Weiwei. There's going to be him going over the side of this one here. Maybe looking for something with the Hex Gate. Jace poke to hit you, constantly, consistently. But it's just gonna come down to it. I don't feel like you need...
Zoning ultimates come through. Tower's dead. And even if they don't get the inhibitor, damage is still relatively done. 2 inhibs open.
How do you approach? And just flip it over the big purple worm and maybe the massive dragon.
Oh,
the Shy! He's caught! He's dead! And the Shy will not be able to help out.
The Shy may have just gifted LNG a lot in this game. The Baron at the very least. Will it also be the Elder?
Seconds till the Shy even comes in, which means it's another 4 seconds till he's able to get the teleport out. They're going to try and jump in, flash in over the wall to try and make sure they can't get this. They're flipping it. Weiwei goes into GA. Zik is trying to just burn through absolutely everybody. However, Xiaohu is still putting in work. Xiaohu's going to try and turn this one back, but the Elder is secured, and I don't think Xiaohu's going to be having enough of it. He's trying his best. Xiaohu, you Emperor of Monk Men, trying his absolute hardest, but his heart's just not strong enough. The Elder's Dragon Roar, and that is LNG bringing us to 1-1.
A God amongst kings, Xiaohu was trying to be, but LNG are just too damn strong. We said it so many times. You kill off Scout, then you're worrying about Zika and Gala. And every single iteration of that equation, Zika, they always used to say, never run with scissors. And he's running straight towards the Nexus to give us a game 3 on even footing.
I mean, the Lily has been something that we've been seeing kind of like whispers of, specifically from Kanavi off JDG, that it's kind of becoming this maybe kind of, very fringe, but at the same time, very...
Poppy's ganks are so...
Xiaohu! That's not the ideal situation. He does get a fair chunk of damage on the Scout, but that was just Xiaohu not respecting that Tarzan could be there. And the thing is, he had information that Tarzan started top.
Weiwei, so much freedom down here. Look at the chunk out on Gala. Looks like they want to dive, or at the very least deny away this wave.
They should be able to do so. Again, like you mentioned, Tarzan kind of ran up towards that scuttle on the top side just to see if he can get that. It's going to be a level 4 for Weiwei. Not the most powerful, as he hasn't gone back yet, so he hasn't got a huge amount of AP. Crisp burning down and taken out. They're going to try and jump on the Gala, and they'll take him out as well. Weiwei now kind of caught between a turret and a Tarzan, but he's taking a lot of damage. Oh, Light not quite able to get the last tick of damage. He wanted to make it work. Dragon first. This has been the kind of linchpin between these two teams, getting that early soul. Hex flash over, and they're going to be able to burn down this Alistar pretty damn quickly. Not a lot else you can do about that one there. The steadfast presence does do a little bit to mitigate Weiwei's kind of a movement forward, but Gala just burning them down with the red and white. He knows he wants to.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier when we came to the draft, talking about the jungle matchup. Xiaohu, is he in trouble? Can Scout get behind? He can.
Oh, you can get him into the wall! Oh, it's beautiful from Scout.
Contest for the Herald overall. They find another pick.
They find Xiaohu immediately having to flash away over from the fight. The dragon does get secured here by Weibo, I believe, and that's going to be not going for the lilting lullaby just yet. The fight is still very much looking like it's LNG favored. They're going to see an all-out jump in and take Zika out of that fight. 5v4 though, how confident are you feeling in Gala to be this carry? They're just defending the eye. You shall not get the benefit of this buff. That's exactly what's going to happen there. What the hell was that? I don't even know what the hell went down. Xiaohu goes down for a third time as the Shy tried to save his mid laner. That was a curious interaction. I think he knocked him back as he got knocked forward. Strange.
It's Buster Shot. And as Tarzan dashed in, is, in terms of just being a flat stat stick, obviously very, very powerful. Run of Ages, right? But that passive, hitting 10 stacks and leveling up in a situation like this. Hold on, the Shy. Let's turn around the 1v1. I think he's got this.
Oh, it's one more auto attack for either of the top lane.
Doesn't have the stats to stand up to Zika. He does fall in the 1v1. Dragon secured by LNG, but for now, Weibo might not mind, but they'll mind if Crisp is picked up here. Certainly will be. Stun doesn't connect, but not enough health. Gala picks up the kill. Good stuff there from LNG to find the pick on the back of the Dragon.
It's a TP as well, answered by Zika. Do they look for the lilting lullaby? They do. It lands it down on the Scout, but he gets away with some Shurima shuffle. Now you can see them moving on top of Crisp, who has to pop the ultimate. This is all a bit scrappy. No one really knows if they want to go for this fight just yet. Here we go. Flash in with the Magnet Storm, the Moonlight Vigil. Only onto Weiwei, and Hung is dead. The Keeper's verdict does decide that only one shall be taken away. It's Xiaohu as the Shy and Zika take themselves a little bit of a 1v1. The Shy would love to be able to get a solo kill, but he won't be able to get it. And Scout with the Shurima shuffle. The Emperor's Divide is just too damn good. And they thought they had Zika. They thought they had the advantage. But LNG and Scout just steps up and tells them to step out.
Oh, it looks so good for a breath from the Shy, but all it does is basically set up on that top side. So this is a tier 2 tower going down for free, and then they can rotate over to the Dragon, pick that up.
Get away with that kind of a fight. You just need to accept that that was a win and that was the end of it. You don't need to be going for anything kind of crazy off it. I mean, look at the CS Light has. Light's 40 CS ahead of an Aphelios, which means he's actually an item parity. He's actually an item ahead, despite that Gala having 4, 1, and 5 on the kill score. Like, this is the kind of advantages that you need to be able to kind of recognize for yourself as you look to try and make sure you don't fall any deeper down the hole.
Yeah. Now to play devil's advocate for a moment,
you do
as
love
the
that
Shy.
game. He's looking for it. They may be able to get him, and they will. Finally, the Shy gets it. There's a buster shot from Xiaohu as well. So there's no mid laner here. This could be big. Can they follow anybody else down? They need a lilting lullaby. There's going to be the ultimate use just to disengage. But little moments like that are what Weibo are going to need. The Shy did get the kill on bot side, but now Xiaohu may be going down on the top side himself. Does not have flash. Did use the rocket jump now already. Will have an extra bit of movement speed, so should be able to kind of walk away from this one. As I say that, does Scout know where he went? That's the question. I don't think Scout does, but
well,
yeah.
now he knows where he is.
Oh, he's dead. Flash in. Into the wall. To make sure that the Shy will not be getting any more of those kind of potential solo bolos. 4, 0, and 7. And whoa, Weiwei and the rest of Weibo have called the bluff. They said the Scout doesn't have TP, and they just saw the jungler as well.
Okay, let's see how this one plays out. 4K on the Baron. Tarzan's on his way in.
They use the steadfast presence. There's the Magnet Storm down. They've actually stopped the Keeper's Verdict. The Buster Shop is good. Cassante goes down, but you'll take this. Even if you only lose 2, it's still worth it for Weibo. They're going to try and make this one work.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a hop, skip, and a jump to get everyone to safety, but can they still keep themselves alive? Great wave clear here from Light to make sure that they cannot just push this one in. They should be able to just walk away from it. Tarzan with the Hex Flash over. The cleanse is good, and it means that you're not going to be getting Light today. Weibo not quite done with
gold that LNG would likely have picked up at some point anyway. Baron, a lot of extra gold.
Trying to clear out this wave. Hong taking a bit of damage as they fight for control. Flash in, Magnet Storm down, but they do not get the stun onto Weiwei. Now they can look in. Scout's going to be the target for the lilting lullaby, and they will have to force him into his Anya's Light into the backside, taking down the Rel, the Renekton, and Scout with a good shuffle, but it's only to seal his fate. That is 3 for nothing. Weibo building back that momentum, building themselves
now
back.
Maybe Gala can put out the damage. Be able to find the chase down, or Tarzan will.
Yep, Tarzan gonna jump in. Oh, the Shy! Don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. Flashes in.
Look where Tarzan is. He's in no man's land.
Look
There's
at
not enough
Hong
information. It's gone. It's dead. It's dead.
It's dead. You didn't expect this to happen, and now they're gonna try and jump onto the Shy, who for some reason was off to the side in Narnia and will be traded back for it. But that's still a Baron for 1.
5 minutes away from the least snowbally soul in the game, as Hung is eating a lot of poke. Zeka.
Xiaohu may have gotten 0 and 4, but Xiaohu is still very big. Shotgun in the backside, blown up with the isolation damage coming out from Light. And now you're without really a front line to try and threaten these AD carries. You don't have someone to kind of jump onto the backside with the Poppy or the Rel to damage them.
Yeah, exactly. Like the strength of LNG's composition is when they're grouped up, when they're able to stop multiple members from getting out of their grasp. Maybe this will be a demonstration, but the collapse is so flimsy. Tarzan!
Yeah, oh, he's got himself a Mikhail's Blessing. Scout doesn't hit anybody. They both flash away and they both get themselves out alive, but now they can jump in. Scout will be traded back for the Kai'Sa. Xiaohu trying to see if he can do some more damage. The Shy has respawned and looking to take out Tarzan, who refuses to go down. It's now Weiwei versus everyone as Gala puts in the work. Finally, he gets taken out and picks up a double kill. Weibo break open this game and may have...
34 minutes in. Honestly.
They're still looking. They're going to jump here onto the Shy, but the Shy's tanky. There's the Dragon confirmed. These poke from the Void Seekers are going to be huge. Xiaohu jumps over the wall and knocks back Scout. Couldn't get himself the Stream of Divide. Now Crisp and Weiwei trying to jump in onto Gala, who has to immediately disengage, but they've taken down the Kai'Sa. There's all these low health bars, and Xiaohu's looking to reset. They're looking to get all the damage down, and it doesn't matter how the early game goes, because this series is all about the late game fights.
LNG just gets minced. Weibo get everything. They'll finally break this tier 1 as well. Baron in pocket. Let's see what else they can get with that one if they're waiting for Light.
About these late game team fights, it's about how they're kind of figuring themselves out and executing properly on their win conditions. And I think the big thing for this is that LNG...
An engage has to come through from Hung. Look for the shuffle. Looks like it was dodged out on. And he almost gets one shot for his troubles. Waiting. Oh!
I was going to say... That was a Void Seeker seeking its prey, and now without a Zhonya's, without an ultimate, what can Scout really do? Weibo, it honestly looked like they'd almost given up in the early game with a 0-4 Tristana. Not stop this siege.
Exactly, and LNG, they wanted their redemption for Spring. It's not quite over yet. They still got this game and the remainder of the series, but this one is looking grim.
Yep, they're going to look for the Shy, but he's so tanky now at this stage. 4 items now, they can jump in. Hong is dead. And Xiaohu is just too big on this Tristana. You have too much range, you have too much damage. He flashes in, blows Zika up. And Weibo will be bringing themselves within 1 of the double limb. We will see Gala almost getting taken out there. The Emperor's Divide is good to stop Xiaohu's assault, but he's got enough time to reset. There's going to be Gala, though. He hasn't got the right guns, I don't think. Yes, he's got a nice Inferno, but he hasn't got the Restrain to really make this one work. But maybe Scout does. This game's not over yet, Shavana. They're still pushing in for it, but they finally take down the Azir. Gala needs to be able to go for it. The Shy's going to try and take him out, and he will. Tarzan will go down, and in a 1v3, I just don't think Gala can do it because he cannot. And in this game, at 38.5 minutes, Weibo 2-1.
Very, very large portion of this early game, so I want to see LNG really push the envelope and looking for active plays across the map, whether it's Tarzan and Hung pairing up together or whether it's just dives onto.
That's rough. That is rough, and that's kind of where it is. Like I was saying, is that the first few levels, yes, the Azir gets it, but then once the cooldown, it's terrible.
I mean, it's the beauty of the English language. As Xiaohu.
Yeah, Hong is dead. Oh, that's unfortunate. He followed the flash, and that meant the Emperor's Divide.
So it's technically a 5v6. Herald's dropping lower and lower. Hope onto Xiaohu.
Now they're going to go over, though, because they've got themselves the Nature's Grasp, which means Crisp returns the favor. It's support for support. There's the True Shot Barrage right across everyone. And Zika and the Shy have themselves a little bit of an isolated 1v1. The flash comes in, the all-out as well. The feathers do go flying, and they both flash on opposite sides. I think the Shy was trying to guess which way he was going to go, and he guessed wrong. Now Tarzan chasing down Xiaohu, making sure he can have no way of getting any kind of impact into this. And now the Shy realizes, oh, hang on, I don't have any mates left. I am left to my lonesome. I'm not really going to be in a position to try and defend this. And an Accelerated Shock Blast confirms it. 3 kills to none, and the Rift Herald, huge.
From Tarzan just makes sense. You've got AD across the board in all of your lanes. And not enough, certainly out of Jax, even though he deals a lot more.
We'll have to accept our punishment. That is just going to be, you know, the Rift Herald and the objective bot side.
Yeah, you don't want to lose. He won't die. He's on double-digit HP. Herald's been dropped. Now secure a tower. Oh, Xiaohu's caught.
Xiaohu is caught, but he gets himself the ultimate. Not enough. He was going to be taken out. Now the Shy TP's into no man's land, and he needs to get the hell out of there as quick as he possibly can. And that means, again, Zika hasn't pulled the trigger. Zika is still pushing.
Engage here through the river, but the dragon's already gone, surely. Maybe Weiwei gets in last second. It's reset half.
Oh, it was close, but it was a great smite there.
Interested in baiting Weibo into another fight because they believe right now. Oh, wait, Weiwei's dead. Weiwei's dead.
When did Weiwei die? When did Weiwei die? I don't even remember this. And now they can turn back in. Wait, when did Weiwei die? Because enough damage already being put in. You have to try and commit to this. Hong going to throw down the Solar Flare, and they've got it. Soul confirmed. Now with the Nature's Grasp over the side of it, can Weibo get out? No! Sniped on the backside. Well, there's another snipe as well. Both supports getting taken out. Light trying to see what he can do. He cleanses. He's going to have to flash away if he's not too careful. Scout's just auto-attacking right now as Gala and Xiaohu have a little bit of a 1v1. The Shy tries to take Zika on a 1v1 to save his AD carry. Now Scout flashes back over on top of Xiaohu and takes him out. He's got the Dust Blade to keep resetting. And that is just LNG's fight all day, all night. They'll get the soul, they'll get the fight, and they'll turn for the worm.
The turn was beautiful. One more fight maybe. Have time as turn finds so many members with that ultimate Tarzan does.
Value out of it. Like, that is exactly what you want to be seeing here from your regular season MVP mid laner. That guy. And there's still yet to find an answer for someone to deal with this Jax.
Exactly. And I just wonder whether Weibo, I mean, it's an 11,000 gold deficit. I'm just trying to rack my brain on if there really is a realistic scenario where they can come back. I think you're kind of pretty much already on the fringe of it. Has to be those big, you know, 4 or 5-man shuffles from Xiaohu, and you hope the follow-up is clean, but here's the engage from Tarzan. It's going to force members back, and they're secure the tower. And nothing can be done about it, Shin.
No, and he's
by far and away most played champion. Give him something else. I feel like Weibo. It's just giving so much freedom as...
They're jumping onto the Ivern. If you get rid of that shielding, you don't really stand a hope in hell of dealing with all this poke, and that is exactly what they've done. Weiwei 0-4 on the Ivern. Not what you want to be seeing here on a must Burma finally.
Ah.
Is it bringing in there? Come in now and make to see what will happen. You have to fight
Oh.
this here as Weibo,
Oh,
but
Zika,
do you
Zika,
want
Zika.
this fight? Zika with the counter strike sets it all up. Scout goes invulnerable, and there's nothing you can do. Everybody's dead. Light is the last thing to fall, as everyone will be waiting for us to say it. We are going to Silver Scrapes. We are going to a Game 5. And we are proving to see that everyone in this league wants it more than anything to make it to that top 4.
Zeka on the flank was like a tiger pouncing for his prey. 4-5-man Counter-Strike cleans up for LNG to sweep Weibo and bring us to Silver Scrapes. That one was...
See, they go for the Skarner.
Right.
Okay, so again, we're seeing the Skarner rear its head out now, as everyone will rush to Twitter to tag Captain Flowers in it. But another Skarner on this spot right now. Weibo not willing to let this one go without a fight. The Azir off to the side. They are pushing back as Chris throws out the Zenith Blade. Doesn't really get anything out of it. Going to be flashed in on top of. They're going to immediately say that's the go button. Kill off the support, but he's still very tanky. First blood goes over. Double flash almost in unison for both the Weibo jungler and mid laner as they look to get away from that Emperor's Divide. LNG with the dragon and with the first blood.
Yeah, really, really good stuff from LNG. They get everything they want.
For this dragon, or excuse me, for this Rift Herald. Well, Zika tries to keep it going. Zenith Blade lands. It's onto the jungler. They put down the Chain of Corruption. They're going to burn down Hung, but he gets his command. That's huge. Jungler for support is always worth here. For Weibo.
Crisp is still also level 5 compared to Hung's level 6, so this LNG start and contest should still look good. Weiwei scooped in.
Yeah,
Dead.
Weiwei scooped in. Dead. Nothing he can really do about that one. Didn't have his flash anyway, so tried his absolute best, but again...
Flash for Tarzan, that's where you're looking, right? What target can he pick up? Teleports in from top lane as Dragon dropping lower.
There we go. Dragon secured here by LNG, but the fight afterwards, the Shy TP'd in. Does he have enough presence to get into us? The flash away means that nobody's going to be caught out. Good solo player forces to cleanse out of Gala. Now the Shy looking to try and be aggressive onto this. Chris goes in with the Zenith Blade. They get the lightning crash, but it doesn't really do anything. Good disengage with the Emperor's Divide from Scout as the rest of LNG are still running away. They haven't used a single ability to engage because they knew they needed them to save their lives.
Exactly, good disengage from LNG, but it cost them 3 flashes on very important members at that. So Weibo now, with basically a majority of the important summon spells up, can look for picks and plays whenever they want. Shy!
Oh, the Shy! Has he gone too far
Shy.
forward? No! The Shy was baiting them all as the Nautilus goes down! Not quite going to get killed off, but getting her knockback here as Scout TP's in towards this dragon. You can see the different priorities now here for these two teams. Ocean Dragon Soul will be good here for the side of LNG, but was it worth 2 towers? Is it worth potentially 3 towers? Because Shirley's not done.
Oh, I mean, Weibo. 3 towers.
That's pretty much equaled, if not, you know, surpassed by the 3 dragons that LNG have been able to accrue for themselves. Crisp walking over here to try and clear out some of this vision. They will get the ultimate down here on top of the Tristana, and they will burn him down. That's going to be, though, a trade back. Mid laner for support. 1 for 1.
This one quite tenaciously, to be fair.
I don't know if he wants to. He's going to have to try and shift himself away from that one there. There's Soul. Giving a Jackson a Skarner, that is definitely not ideal. Let's see what you can do now in this particular fight. They pushed in the mid wave, and having those 3 towers down gives them such, like, leverage of stopping someone like Zika from getting in on flank. Flash in. They're going to try and jump straight in on top of Tarzan.
They've got
the Chain of Corruption is good, but Tarzan is dead. Now you're going to see if they can make a little bit more off of this one there. Scout does get the Emperor's Divide out as they try and burn down Weiwei. If you both lose your jungler, it's not exactly ideal here for Weibo either, so you need to make sure that Weiwei does not die. LNG thinking about maybe still going for this one here.
No, LNG can't,
slowly
surely.
crushing themselves in. They're going to back themselves away, I think. Apart from one, maybe a...
By the second? Yes, but also he's just going to be too far forward.
Crisp is dead.
Crisp is dead. Why is Crisp here? Look how far away he is from the rest of his team. This is a Baron style opportunity.
About
We'll give him
6,000 HP.
information.
It's not the fastest in the world. They put Daisy forward. There's a hook down. There's a good keeper's verdict. They traded it back though. Zika needs to get the hell out of this one here. Light cleanses as they look for it. There's an Emperor's Divide as Tarzan makes the try and make his blood flow. Light's caught between a rock and a hard place, and he gets caught up again. Tarzan finishes him off, and that's going to be Xiao who left all on his own. Never mind, it's the Shy left on his own as he tries to make this one work. He needs to kill off Scout. He needs to do something for his team, but he just hasn't got the damage, or does he? The Shy is still alive as he gets pushed back all the way to the top tower. He may look for some cooldowns. He's 4 levels ahead of Tarzan. He has got a shield. He may look for another little bit of movement, but he's not quite got enough of it. Gala will take him down, but the Baron... We gotta go back live.
Yeah.
We're going back straight back into the fight. Redemption's coming in. Gala's gonna be able to try and burn down the
They have
Shy,
the Shy.
who almost gets away. There's an ultimate there. It's a lethality virus. That's why he's not able to kill him just yet. He's still going and finally goes down, but it's a trade of top laners. This is still okay for Weibo. I'm not quite sure how we got into that situation. To dissipate. They're gonna try and clear off this vision. They've got plenty of brushes to hide themselves in, so they don't have a full idea of what's going on here. They're gonna try and put down the AP on top of Chris, but he is dead. Baron secured, but can Weibo get out with it? Daisy is the unsung hero. 3-man knockup from Daisy was massive, but that could mean Soul going over to LNG as it spawns in 10 seconds.
Surely, right? It's Soul. Oh, Hung doesn't find Shy. Soul. Only really this top tier 2, which is going to go down straight away. And this bot tier 2 with Soul. Start up, how fast can they burst it? Not fast enough before Weibo can get here. Maybe Zika can make things awkward about this.
It's gone! It's gone! He's not going to be able to get in time. That's Baron confirmed. Now can they get out with their lives? That is the question. Steadfast presence stops Hong from getting himself out with the dredge line, but do they want this fight? Baron goes in, the flash in, they're going to try and burn down the Shy, get rid of the tank, but the redemption keeps him going. He's still not dead! Ignite finally ticks down, the Shy has finally fallen. Now the rest of Weibo need to run away. Crisp is not dead yet, but they're going to reset. Baron might be the call just to run into this mid lane. You've got this massively powerful buff, but do they look for the
So scary. Re-engage. Zika!
Re-engage! Zika! He found himself on top of Xiaohu and Light, who have to try and immediately disengage against himself over the lady. Carries! But Zika denies everything! Zika in playoffs is a different beast! And now we're
Get this wave away from the towers, it's enough. We'll see, but LNG off the back of back-to-back counter strikes from Zeka might have just put them in the top 4.
We need a minimum of 3-man keeper's verdict from the Shy in order to keep this one going. They will have Daisy, so it's technically a 4v1. That's good. You got rid of the virus. Now the Shy can move forward a little bit more confidently. They can't end. I don't think they can end. And they're taking too much damage now. The Shy has kept it. The keeper of the base shall not be denied.
They have to get to Elder.
And they have to go to Elder. But I don't know if
it should be good. It should be good for
Brush has
LNG.
gone wide. No, he doesn't go for it. I thought he was going to reach the inhibitors, or excuse me, the Nexus turrets. Here we go. There's going to be the ultimate. It lands onto 1, technically 2, but Hong was able to go for it. Scout is no longer part of this fight. The redemption comes in to keep everyone alive. The Shy is just so tanky. Zika tries to go in, but he gets buster shotted right back out. They don't have a wave. They can't.
What a force they have it.
45
seconds, round 3.
Round 3, let's fight. 40 seconds on the Elder. LNG, you are knocking on the door of a top 4 as they look to try and make this one work. The Shy goes in. The Shy's getting burnt down, and the Shy's not dead just yet. They've killed Hong. It's a 1-for-1 trade. That's still good for Weibo. They've got themselves the bases. They look to try and make this one work. Again, the minions have died. They can't end the game.
Oh, what's going on? I mean, they're still waiting. They've got 15 seconds on the buff, but surely Weibo just repeat what they've been doing, but with no Shy, maybe tanking is a little bit more difficult. 10 seconds on the Elder.
10 seconds, they're looking for it. Shireen the shot! They found it! It's now on to Light though. These health bars are so damn low, but Zika's got himself the Dragon's War, and that's it. It's over. Weibo are out. LNG are in.
LNG make the top 4